Hello, dear all. How are you all doing? Hope everything is good. Today, I'm going to share a story with you all that really made me silent for some time. It's about a son who always wanted to give his best, and about a father who never wanted to see his son low in his spirit and lose his confidence. Are you waiting for the story? So let me start. Once, a teenage boy, a very young boy, lived alone with his father because he doesn't have his mother. He lived alone with his father. The two of them had a very, very special bond, a kind of beautiful relationship. Even though the son was always a substitute player in football team, an extra player all the time, his father was always in the stands cheering. No problem, you'll do it one day, like that. He was cheering him all the time. He never missed a game. And this boy was in his high school. But his father continued to encourage him, but also made it very clear that he did not have to play football if he did not want to. But the young man loved to play football and decided to hang in there. Though he was an extra player or a substitute, he was hanging in there just to see at least once he would get a chance to play in the team. But the son never got a chance to play in his high school games. And the son was determined to try his best at every practice. And perhaps he would get to play when he became a senior, he thought. All through high school, he never missed a practice but still remained an extra player all the years. But his faithful father was always in the stands, always with words of encouragement for him. Don't worry, son, don't worry. You will make it one day, you will make it one day. Like that, he was cheering him. And with that, kind of encouragement he gets from his father, he never lost his confidence. And when this young man went to the college, he finished his schooling, never got a chance to play, and he went to his college. And he decided to try out for the football team as a walk-on, and everyone thought he would never make it because everyone knows what he did in his schooling, never got a chance. And here also he would never get this chance, they thought. But to everyone's surprise, the coach admitted and he kept him in the roster because he always puts his heart and soul to every practice. At the same time, provided the other members with the spirit and hustle they badly needed. Coach believed in this thing in the player, in this young man, and he allowed that boy to be in the team. But he was still on the bench. He was never allowed to play a game anyways. The news that he had survived the cut thrilled him so much. At least he was into the team as an extra player in the college also, and that got thrilled him, and he made a phone call to his father. He wanted to share this news with his father, and he had sent all the season tickets to his father. And this persistent young athlete never missed a practice during his 3 years of college, but he never got to play in the game. It was the end of his senior football season, almost the end of the season again. During his schooling, high school, he never got a chance, and it is his senior college days, but now he has never got a chance till now. And as he trotted onto the practice field shortly before the big playoff game, the coach met him with a cover. The young man opened the cover and read the news, and he became deathly silent for some time. Swallowing hard, he mumbled to the coach, "My father died this morning. Is it alright, coach, if I miss this practice today?" The coach put his arm gently around his shoulder and said, "Take the rest of the week off, son, and don't even plan to come back to the game. Don't worry. Game is on Saturday, but don't worry. You need not come." And the Saturday arrived, and the game was not going well. Almost at the end of the game, that was the end of the game, and the team was 10 points behind. Then a silent young man quietly slipped into the empty locker room and put on his football gear. As he ran onto the sidelines of the field, the coach and his players were astounded to see this young boy, a faithful teammate, back so soon. And he went to the coach and asked, "Coach, please let me play today. I've just got to play today," said the young man. The coach pretended not to hear him. There was no way he wanted his worst player in this close playoff game. But the young man persisted. And anyways, that was a losing game. And finally, feeling sorry for that kid, the coach gave in, "Okay, come on, all right," he said, "and you can go in," he said. And before long, the coach, the players, and everyone in the stands could not believe their eyes. This little unknown who had never played before was doing everything right. The opposing team could not stop him. He ran, he passed, he blocked, and tackled like a star. His team began to triumph. It was almost a victory for them. The score was soon tied in the closing seconds of the game. This kid intercepted a pass and ran all the way for the winning touchdown. That was a victory for the team. The fans broke loose. His teammates hoisted him onto their shoulders. Such a cheering you have never heard. "You have done it, my kid. You have done it." Everybody appreciated this guy. Finally, after the stands had emptied and the team had showered and left the locker room, he was all alone in the room, sitting in a corner, crying like a child. The coach noticed this and he went to the kid. This young man who was sitting so silently in the corner, all alone and crying like a kid, crying like a child. The coach came to him and said, "Kid, I can't believe it. You are so fantastic. Tell me what got you. How did you do that? How come you played so well today? What happened?" He looked at the coach with all the tears in his eyes and said, "Sir, you knew my dad died. But did you know that my dad was blind?" And the young man swallowed hard and forced a smile and said, "Dad came to all my games throughout my life. Every game he came, but I never played. But today was the first time he could see me play from somewhere. And I wanted to show him that I can do it. I can do it."